Jabber talk, jabber talk. Jabber, 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 jabber talk. Jabber talk, jabber talk. Jabber, 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 jabber talk. Miss Jabber, Miss Jabber, jabber talk.
Hello and welcome back to the Jabber Talk podcast. I'm Jacqueline Malcolm, who is, I won't say the host, I'm just kind of here, but I'm Jacqueline Malcolm. And of course, there is always a pixie in the pod. In the room, in the pod, here is the pixie. Okay, so we've been having a brilliant break. We didn't do any podcasts during June. We've been a little bit ratchet. We've been treating like this whole lockdown thing is Christmas rather than being serious about our lives. So that's what we're going to talk about, the fact that now suddenly we're faced with the fact that lockdown is nearly over. It is. All our little plans and designs that we were going to get done during this 3-month indoors didn't quite make it.
Not all of them, no. Some of them.
Some of it. Oh yeah, all the fun stuff.
The fun stuff.
All the fun stuff we got on with.
Because when we think back to when it all started, and it just seemed so end of the worldish.
Oh, it did.
It's like, oh gosh, life is never going to be the same. And then all of a sudden, it's like, the streets are all busy again.
Exactly.
Here we go. Everything's back to normal.
And then, you're picking up your pace and everything's going faster again.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I run the Creative Platform Academy and I did not do not one workshop. I was thinking I was going to sit around doing online workshops all day, all night. I did not do not one. It is the weirdest thing. And it's like, I honestly thought I'd be doing them non-stop. And it wasn't the time for me personally. That wasn't what I needed to be doing. And I think that's what we want to talk about. It's like, what do we want to stop doing, start doing and continue? The stop, start, continue.
Yes.
Now that lockdown is over, because we've all had...
We're on probation.
And we're on probation.
Because Leicester is resetting their lockdown
measures,
because
they're not allowed
to rising.
Yeah, they're not allowed to join the nation. I did kind of look at them and think, wow, a bit unlucky.
What did you do?
What did you do, boy? Right? I mean, that is, I'm kind of glad I'm not living in Leicester right now, I'll be honest, because that would do my head in. If I knew that the rest of the country could go about and start kind of living and we couldn't.
And especially if you've been one of the good ones who still kept
stuck to it.
Who did proper social distancing.
Exactly. Because I know I can even feel myself not walking quite as far away, not quite crossing the road anymore. I may move to the end of the pavement, but when it first came out, I'd literally cross the road or walk on the road. But all of that's changed. It's like, got no chance.
Obviously, lockdown is for the anal, as myself, such as myself.
Those with the OCD, which is no problem.
CDO it is.
So it's a interesting time, because now here we are. We've been told 4th of July, we're allowed to go out, relax a little bit more. Not all shops are going to be open, but most things are going to be open. So I'm getting a bit confused, because in some places they're saying yes, hairdressers will be open, but not nail salons.
Right. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, because either way you've got somebody breathing directly into you.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure.
With the hairdresser, at least they're behind you. And so you're both breathing the same way.
But most nail salons, they have masks on anyway.
Yes.
So I'm really kind of confused on that one. But never mind. I don't need to understand it all. That's all I do know is that things that are affecting me are opening. And I'm kind of really, really pleased. So stop, start, continue.
Stop, start, continue.
And this, we may say, for those of you who will be going on that first date with the person who you've been flirting with online. Good luck to that.
Who you fell in love with.
Or who you fell in love with. And it's like, all those promises, all those naughty texts, now you've got to actually deliver on. So good luck. Good luck with that. Are you really that stallion that you said you were? So it's going to be an interesting time. So, okay, so stop, start, continue.
Right.
When I first thought of that, Are we going to do the stops first?
Yeah, because that's the order, isn't it?
Well, I've got an A and a B.
Right.
So I want to...
Of course you have.
I want to stop wetting the bed. Only when I cough. Only when I cough.
Do you know what? For some reason, I thought we were going to use things that were related to lockdown because you did that before.
I know. Only when I cough. I'm so annoying. I'm so annoying. The joys of aging. It's the funniest thing.
Crazy.
It's like anyhow I cough, it's like in the first thing in the morning, and I haven't been to the toilet yet. Oh dear. So I do want to stop wetting the bed.
You know what the problem with this podcast is that there's no radio producer coming out to go with a signal to stop, change the subject.
Change the subject. You're gonna hear it all here, son. Yeah, no. There's none of that. But I also my B list would be I want to stop pretending that I don't have a vulnerable side. Because I'm excellent at that. I'm excellent at pretending that it's all good. I've got this no matter what. And it's like, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
That's what I'm realising. This is what lockdown's given me. It's not necessary. It's absolutely okay to show that it's not okay at the minute. I'm not coping with this. This situation is hard, or this has hurt my feelings, and I always push all of that to the side in order to maintain my professionalism. But I'll do that across the board, you know what I mean? And it's like, so I want to stop pretending I don't have a vulnerable side.
Right, I think that's a good one, especially for you.
Which one? Wet in the bed or both? Thank you. On equal.
Well, the first one's especially good for me and my sofa.
We shall not go into that anymore.
We shall be changing.
Funny.
My stop. This is going to sound weird because, of course, it's what we were doing. But I'm going to stop isolating. Now, what I mean by that is...
You don't have to explain to me. You explain to other people. I know exactly what you mean. Oh, my days.
No, because it's like, because we've been here and just shut away, and it felt like the whole world stopped.
Yes.
And so it's like I just wasn't as diligent as I usually am with reading the news and what's been going on.
Oh, I see.
And I've just been sort of like isolating myself into a world of playing games and just watching Dallas. We've been watching Dallas from the beginning.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Tell you what, if you watched it like us back in the 70s, 80s, when you were a child, watch it again as an adult, my brother.
Oh, it's even better. Of course, there are some bits that you just wonder, what? Why?
Yes.
That's so weird.
Then you do think,
decision
it was the 70s.
Yes, you do have to keep reminding ourselves.
There's not so many
but
rules.
it's been brilliant. And so, yes, I've got to stop isolating myself from the rest of the world and remembering that I am part of the world.
Does that mean you're going to allow people to stand close to you when we go out in public and without
we'll
complaining?
Deal with that when we come to the continue. Carry on.
Oh, I see where that's going. Love it. Okay, so start. What am I going to start doing? And again, I have an A and a B.
Ooh.
My A, I want to
Very
start...
greedy girl, is
I can't help it. I couldn't decide.
Everything.
But I wrote my A's first, you see.
Yeah.
And they came quick. And then the B's, I had to think. Wait, let me think. So, my quick A was rummaging through bins. Now, I know that might sound interesting.
Rummaging through... You're going to start rummaging through bins.
Interesting.
You better explain quick, sharpish, mate.
I wish I could. But my B ties in with the explanation. Enjoying the moment even more.
Right.
So I love suddenly taking an afternoon off to do absolutely nothing, but to go and sit with you or our other sister Carol and just drink a glass of wine, smoke a cigar, just sit and talk and take in life and talk about the past, the present, the future.
Yeah.
I love enjoying those moments. I love to suddenly go into Fortnum and Mason or a gallery or just to sit and just suddenly start thinking. So and I want to do that more. I've decided I like that.
Yeah.
So like, as you know, one of the things I'm planning to do is move out of London. So I've been living in London now for a few years, and it's like, oh, I'm tired of the pace of it, the fastness of it. I want to actually, my life is fast anyway, you see. It's like, it's not, all of that's not going to stop. We've got the radio shows, we've got the CPA, I do stuff for the universities, I do stuff now working with my brother-in-law. So
plus your theatre stuff.
Plus the theatre stuff and the play
and you're
stuff.
writing your novels.
And I'm writing a novel. So my life is fast anyway. So I don't have to add to that fastness.
Right.
So I want to stop and enjoy the moments even more. And when I say rummaging through the bins, I guess I want to, because I love collecting antiques. So I want to pause more.
Through the second-hand bins.
The second-hand bins.
Not the mouldy rubbish bins.
But I hope not. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's what I mean. I want to, that's what I want to start doing.
Right. Okay, excellent. I like that. We do need to, because I think with the whole lockdown thing, we have just taken time to breathe, and we should carry on breathing.
Exactly.
I want to start. I suppose it's kind of related. I want to start.
Here we go. Let me see your list. I knew you'd do this.
It's on my phone, and we're recording on my phone.
So you've forgotten what you've written, so now you're going to start copying.
No, I have not forgotten what I've written.
I just don't want to see you in any antique stores.
No,
unless you're going, because I want to come with you.
We do that anyway, yeah. I know. So what I'm going to do is, this one's more of a world one. I want the world to start working from home regardless. So even when everything comes like this, I think businesses, it should be the rule. The rule should be that the businesses, employers have to prove that their employees have to come into work.
Oh, okay, I love
rather
that. That
than
would be a
working
great
from home.
idea.
I think that's how it should be. It's like I miss having the roads being a lot emptier. And and have you noticed, like now, as it's been lifting, as we go through the process, there's been a lot more horns beeping.
Exactly, a lot less patience. Yeah, everyone's getting back into the rat race. I've got to get there fast, and I've got to get there first.
As Hugh put it, the blitz spirit has gone.
Right,
now.
right.
People have stopped saying hello to each other.
Yeah, stop smiling. Stop taking their time.
Yeah,
exactly. But now you can't control what businesses do and say.
No.
So what do you want to start doing though?
I want to, I work from home anyway, really, don't I?
Exactly.
Except for, going to college. So I guess I want to start, smiling at people more.
Okay. You can't think of anything to say.
No, like how I did at the beginning when I was smiling. Yeah, when we'd go out and I'd see people, then I did. I'd embrace that countryside smile and thing. And I think I will, and it's hard to say it as a continue, I will start doing that once we're allowed out and about as normal. Even though people may not respond or smile back, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Let's just.
It's like the other day, me and Hugh were out walking, and there was a woman, and she had all these rose bushes in her garden. It was just local around here in London, and she had all these rose bushes in her garden. Her house kind of looked like a cottage as well, and so she was out pruning her roses and everything, and she just totally looked like in the country. And so when we were walking past, I said, "Oh, good morning," and she totally ignored me. And so it was like, as we went out, we got to the other side of her garden, and I thought, well, just because they look like countryside doesn't mean they're going to behave
like country. Hilarious. Why are people like that? That's such a pity.
Know, it's funny. Maybe she didn't hear me. She was
may not have heard you. She could have had headphones on. Yeah. She may not have realised you were talking to her because it's not normal in this city.
It isn't normal in this
city. Could be 1,000 reasons. 1,000 reasons. Yes. Okay, so continue doing. So my A, of course, as we knew it would be, was rummaging through the bins. But my B is I want to continue helping other people achieve their goals because I absolutely love helping other people achieve their goals.
you also like setting the goals for them. Well, for people who are close to you.
Oh, don't be like this now. That's not what this is about.
This is the goal.
This is the goal you should have. And have I done you wrong? Have I done you wrong? So yeah, no, I love it. I love sitting down and talking with people. I mean, of course, I now have learned that I need to balance that out, because I'd find that pre-lockdown, when I looked at all of my meetings, it's like when they suddenly realised, oh, I can't go out, so I can't have my meetings. Oh no, what's going to happen to me? Guess what? Nothing happened to me, because most of my meetings aren't for me. Yeah. Most of my meetings are for someone else. It's for the other person. It's very rare that I say to someone, oh, could we meet so I can talk to you about X, Y, Z?
Yeah.
So I would say 90% of my meetings have been people who've contacted me, Jack, can we meet so I can ask you da-da-da. So that has been really interesting. And another thing I realised, so even though I want to start helping people or continue to help people, so I want to continue doing that, but I can do a lot more on Zoom. I can do a lot more online. But also then that I want to also be there for my friends, because I spend so much time with acquaintances, and that's not a bad thing, but people I'm working with, we're doing projects with, it's exciting, love them. But then my very close friends who I've known for like 20, 30 years, I'll get to see twice a year. Yeah. Because I'm busy. So that's also, I want to continue helping people, absolutely. But I'm also getting the balance. Balancing all that out.
Well done. And then we all heard what my continue is. I think we should continue safe distancing, social distancing. So we should be out and about and saying that, but where possible, I think we should stick to the.
But why do you keep? I hear what you're saying, but for some reason you keep talking about what everybody should be doing. What are you? We're only talking about what you can do. You can't control everyone else. You can't control.
Like
but it's true.
On the podcast.
But you can't. You can't control everyone else doing social distancing.
Well, I just
so
said
you
my wishes.
You're setting yourself up to become very frustrated, and then you won't be able to start, and then you won't be able to start your smiling that you want to start doing. So what do you want to continue? Because you
I want to continue taking photographs. I think since my friend showed me how to take good photos. Yes. And I've been enjoying that journey.
They're brilliant photos you're taking.
Check out my Instagram account, Marva Pics. Marva Pics on Instagram. Yes, I've been really enjoying that process. And and I also want to develop my film, because of course I finished my foundation year of my film degree with firsts and more firsts.
Yeah, and, well done.
And so now I'm going to be starting year 1 of the film degree, and so I'm looking forward to it. And I just want to keep making more films. I want to spend this time before it starts actually like practicing more techniques and.
Fantastic.
Doing the editing.
That is awesome. Yeah. So, we hope that everyone does this. Stop, start, and continue.
And apparently you have to just think about things that you can do and that you can control, and not that you just wish. Not just for wishful things in the air.
Yes.
Apparently.
Okay, well, to all of that, we can only say, we put the world to right. We put the world to right. We put the world to right. We put the world to right.